"You punk! How dare you make such an insolent request?" Dr. Nathan Reed immediately bellowed in anger. All of them regarded Victoria Ashford as their idol in their hearts. She was comparable to that of a holy angel to them. Therefore, they would never allow anyone to defile her, especially a cuck like Ethan Cole. Even Victoria Ashford's bodyguards dashed forward, trying to encircle him. However, Victoria Ashford stared at Ethan Cole emotionlessly. After some ponderation, Victoria Ashford finally agreed to let him try. She thought to herself that if he was a liar, she will have a real reason to turn down this whole betrothal thing. After lying on the bed, Victoria Ashford's pale and ample breasts came into Ethan Cole's sight. With a flushed face, Ethan Cole walked towards Victoria Ashford. He murmured, "Please excuse me, Miss Victoria." After speaking, Ethan Cole stretched out his hand and gently placed it on Victoria Ashford. Victoria Ashford's beauty was out of this world. Sophie Cole paled in comparison. Victoria Ashford's voluptuous figure was so perfect that no one could resist the sight of her. Dr. Nathan Reed and the bodyguard's eyes nearly popped out of their sockets at the sidelines. If Victoria Ashford did not stop them, they would have cut Ethan Cole to pieces, turning him into mincemeat already. Ethan Cole held back his urges and disregarded his dirty thoughts to calm his nerves. He then followed the instructions of the scared medical scrolls in his mind to channel his chi, which took the shape of a flying dragon, in his dantian and transferred it out. Following that, a warm feeling slowly traveled from Ethan Cole's palm into Victoria Ashford's body. Victoria Ashford was instantly warmed up. A while later, she felt scorching heat throughout her entire body, as if she was soaking herself in a hot spring. As time passed, beads of sweat started to form on his forehead. 10 minutes passed in a blink of an eye. Victoria Ashford's expression turned sullen. "There's a limit to how much you can take advantage of me. Would you cut it out already?" Furthermore, Victoria Ashford did not feel anything different apart from the warm feeling in her body. Instead, she had difficulty breathing and was overwhelmed with stuffiness in her chest, causing an unbearable urge to cough. These symptoms only added to her frustration. Shaking her head, Victoria Ashford thought, "It seems Grandpa had thought too highly of him." Just then, Ethan Cole moved his hand away from Victoria Ashford's body. Wiping his sweat off, he uttered softly, "Miss Victoria, I'm done with your treatment already. It should take roughly 10 minutes for you to be fully recovered." Sitting up from the bed, Victoria Ashford mocked, "I'll be fully recovered in 10 minutes, you say? Do you take me as a fool?" After Victoria Ashford spoke, she started coughing violently as her face turned ashen. At the sight of that, Ethan Cole became rooted to the ground. He was anxious that he did not know what to do with his hands. "Miss, let us finish him off," the burly bodyguards piped in unison. Victoria Ashford waved her hand while glancing at the clock on the wall. She declared, "Okay, I'll give him 10 minutes." Truth be told, even Ethan Cole himself was unsure if it would work. After all, Ethan Cole could not tell if the surreal experience earlier was reality or just a dream. Without warning, the bodyguards strode toward Ethan Cole and surrounded him as if they were afraid that he might try to escape. 9 minutes passed in no time at all. Peeking at the wall clock, Victoria Ashford questioned with a deadpan face, "Looks like you were telling me lies. So, how was it? Was it good to touch?" Ethan Cole could not help but put on a wry smile. He knew that any explanation would be futile, as they would be brushed off as an excuse, so he would rather not say a word. The bodyguards took a step forward, trying to seize him, but Ethan Cole was calm. He did not feel terrified, even for a second. Death might be liberation for him at this point, seeing that he no longer had any hope left in this world. "Just forget it," Victoria Ashford stated while waving her hand. "For reasons that I do not wish to disclose, I will let you off the hook this time. However, I do not want to see you again," Victoria Ashford added coldly. Remaining taciturn, Ethan Cole got up and bowed to Victoria Ashford. "I'll take my leave now, Miss Victoria," Ethan Cole said and turned to leave. "Miss, are you going to let it slide just like that?" the bodyguards queried in discontent after Ethan Cole left. Victoria Ashford shot them a glance and remained silent for a bit. "Just consider it as repaying the favor to his dad." Victoria Ashford sighed silently. The disappointment was written all over her face. Before she came to Eastford, her grandfather had aggrandized Ethan Cole in a loquacious manner, to the point of apotheosizing the man. She held high expectations of him. "Grandpa, it looks like you were wrong about him," Victoria Ashford bemoaned. At that moment, Victoria Ashford felt a warm feeling flowing inside of her. Before she could react, she had a violent cough. Then a dark, turbid substance came out of her mouth. "Miss, are you all right? What did that bastard do to you? I'm gonna drag him back right now. I'm so gonna slaughter him." Hearing their remarks, Victoria Ashford stopped them. After touching her chest, she was surprised to find that the stuffy feeling that had been torturing her for years had disappeared. Even the dry and itchy feeling in her throat dissipated utterly. "So, he was telling the truth?" Victoria Ashford commented confusedly. She was confounded by what she was feeling. "Get him back here right now," Victoria Ashford commanded. Although the bodyguards could not comprehend the situation, they did not dare to defy Victoria Ashford's order. They immediately left to pursue Ethan Cole. At that moment, Ethan Cole was trudging on the sideway of the main street aimlessly, looking despaired. He had no idea where he should head to. Home? That was definitely not an option. Would he end up being homeless? "Dad, I have failed you," Ethan Cole lamented as he recalled the man from his dream. Suddenly, a Bentley accelerated in Ethan Cole's direction and came to a stop before him. Before he knew it, he noticed 5 bodyguards getting out of the car. "Stop right there!" The bodyguards blocked Ethan Cole's way. "Miss Victoria has ordered you to come back with us," they clarified, while remaining expressionless. Ethan Cole thought that Victoria Ashford was not letting him slide after all, so he said, "It's okay. I'll bear the consequences of my actions. I'll follow you back." With that, Ethan Cole got into the car obediently. Everyone remained silent along the journey. In no time, a burly bodyguard grabbed Ethan Cole's arm and dragged him before Victoria Ashford. "Miss, we've detained him as per your order." The bodyguard pushed Ethan Cole towards Victoria Ashford. Upon seeing that, she furrowed her brows. Getting to her feet slowly, she walked towards the bodyguard. "Who asked you to treat him like this?" Victoria Ashford questioned in a sharp tone. At once, the bodyguard was in a dazed state and stammered, Apologize to Mr. Cole right now," Victoria Ashford commanded. "Miss, Don't make me repeat myself," Victoria Ashford chided, before the bodyguard could finish his sentence. The bodyguard's face was red up to his ears. He was incredibly reluctant to apologize to a dork like Ethan Cole. However, none of them dared to go against Victoria Ashford's command. So he bit the bullet and bowed his head. I'm sorry, Mr. Cole." The bodyguard remained in that position and did not dare to raise his head. Ethan Cole remarked, "It's all right, Miss Victoria. It's no big deal. Please let bygones be bygones." Victoria Ashford nodded and ordered, "Leave the both of us alone." Upon hearing that, the others got out of the room hastily. Victoria Ashford opened a bottle of red wine, poured Ethan Cole a glass, and commented, "I really did not expect you to have medical skills." Ethan Cole was dumbfounded. Surprised, he queried in elation, "Miss Victoria, does that mean you are fully recovered?" "Well, yeah," Victoria Ashford answered in slight confusion. "That's great. I'm so glad." A seed of hope sprouted amid Ethan Cole's despair. Looks like it was real after all, he thought. "Well, I've checked your background. So, I'm curious as to why would a person of your medical skills lead such an unimpressive life," Victoria Ashford uttered whimsically. Upon hearing that, Ethan Cole let out a sigh. Miss Victoria, I don't know how to explain this to you, Ethan Cole stated with a wry smile. Still, there was no way Ethan Cole could tell her that he had gained all his medical skills and knowledge in a dream. Should he utter such words, she would think he was out of his mind. Nevertheless, Ethan Cole seemed to be a humble person in Victoria Ashford's opinion. Thus, his reaction only added to her good impression of him. "No chance to display your prowess?" Victoria Ashford asked in jest. After chuckling, Ethan Cole remained placid. "All right, let me know what I can do to return the favor. Name your price, or is there anything else that you want?" Victoria Ashford questioned teasingly. Her words were equivocal. Ethan Cole waved his hand and rejected. "No, Miss Victoria, I don't need anything. You've rescued me, so this is the least that I can do for you." "Are you sure you don't want anything?" Victoria Ashford asked with a faint smile. "You know, I can fulfill whatever request that you may have. You just have to say it." Victoria Ashford looked a little expectant. Ethan Cole shook his head and answered, "I really don't need anything. Thanks for your offer." After hearing Ethan Cole's words, a hint of gaiety flashed in Victoria Ashford's eyes. Ethan Cole seemed to be a kind-hearted and genuine person at the very least. Ethan Cole's phone rang all of a sudden. His expression turned glum upon seeing the caller ID on the screen because the person who called him was Sophie Cole. Ethan Cole grabbed his phone and went to the side to pick up the call. As soon as he pressed the answer button, Sophie Cole could be heard saying in a harsh tone, "Are you dead? If not, get your ass back here right now." Ethan Cole was burning with rage upon hearing such abrasive words. Gritting his teeth, he riposted, "Why makes you think that I will go back after what you've done?" Sophie Cole burst into laughter immediately at his words. "Oh, poor Ethan Cole. Did you think that I wanted you to come back? Oh, please. My mom is asking you to get back here to sign the divorce agreement form," Sophie Cole jeered. "You'd better not pull anything funny. Otherwise, I will ask Logan Steele to send you to the netherworld." Sophie Cole snorted. Having heard that, Ethan Cole clenched his fists involuntarily. Clamping his teeth together, he bellowed, "Sophie Cole, you are really the worst. Don't worry, I'll not cling to you any longer. You will regret what you did one day." "Humph, the thing I regretted the most in my life was marrying a useless scum like you," Sophie Cole retaliated. She immediately ended the call after speaking. Ethan Cole appeared to be troubled as he had mixed emotions. After all, it would be impossible not to develop feelings for someone after spending 3 years with them. However, humiliation and anger drowned out his positive emotions. "What happened?" Victoria Ashford asked with a smile after taking a sip of the red wine. Ethan Cole shook his head and responded, "Miss Victoria, I need to go home now. There's something that I have to deal with." Victoria Ashford winked her eyes and uttered, "Divorce?" Ethan Cole was stupefied for a moment. Then he asked, "How did you know about this?" "Just a random guess," Victoria Ashford answered half-heartedly. "I'll go with you." Victoria Ashford came to her feet and said, It's okay. I'm good," Ethan Cole declined, waggling his hands. Victoria Ashford ordered in a domineering tone, "I will send you there. Quit whining." Feeling resigned, Ethan Cole left together with Victoria Ashford. When they got out of the room, Victoria Ashford's secretary, Julian Mercer, immediately came up to them. Moving close towards Victoria Ashford's ear, he whispered, "Miss Victoria, Governor Adrian Carlisle of Ravenport Province and General Marcus Halloway, Chief of Ravenport Command, are here. They are inviting you over for a banquet." Victoria Ashford had a slight headache upon hearing that. Rubbing her temples, she murmured, "This is such a hassle. Make them wait for a while. Just tell them that I'll be late." "Yes, miss," Julian Mercer said. Following that, Victoria Ashford's car came to a halt in front of Ethan Cole. "Get in." Victoria Ashford gestured with her finger. Seeing that declination was not a wise option, Ethan Cole got into the car submissively. Soon, they arrived at the main entrance of the Hayes residence. "Miss Victoria, I'll be leaving now," Thanks for the ride, Ethan Cole stated courteously before getting out of the car. But Ethan Cole did not expect Victoria Ashford to get out of the car with him. Running her fingers through her hair, she said with a bright smile, "I'll join you." Huh? Ethan Cole was in a dazed state. Victoria Ashford donned a smile on her face. "I want to see what your family looks like." Before she came to Eastford, her grandfather had aggrandized Ethan Cole in a loquacious manner to the point of apotheosizing the man. She held high expectations of him. "Grandpa, it looks like you were wrong about him," Victoria Ashford bemoaned. At that moment, Victoria Ashford felt a warm feeling flowing inside of her. Before she could react, she had a violent cough. Then a dark, turbid substance came out of her mouth. "Miss, are you all right? What did that bastard do to you? I'm gonna drag him back right now. I'm so gonna slaughter him." Hearing their remarks, Victoria Ashford stopped them. After touching her chest, she was surprised to find that the stuffy feeling that had been torturing her for years had disappeared. Even the dry and itchy feeling in her throat dissipated utterly. "So he was telling the truth?" Victoria Ashford commented confusedly. She was confounded by what she was feeling. "Get him back here right now," Victoria Ashford commanded.